Hello all, greetings, this is Gilles Mancillon. I wanted to come and say hello, wish you a wonderful day. I'm very busy with my own personals. There's a great deal of shifting. I'm not going to be staying very long in Normandy. For those who are in relation, I talked about my father passing away, and I had some question about my own past in this relationship, and I'm just telling this story because it might help some other people, is to understand that I have a friend that's Muslim, and we're a really great friend. We discuss spiritual things, and he explained to me that the fact that I assisted my mother for 10 years at the end of her life, and for my father for 10 more years, are very essential mission in relationship to God. So now those they have returned to the light at the end of the journey here on the earth, and so that it is God will put me in the place where I need to be now. For those are important to love our parents, or to, even if we don't feel the great affinity, it is good to make peace with our parents. For me, I love them, but sometimes in family it's not like fluid love, but it is important, even in Islam, to make peace with your parents before you can come into the Islam. So it was what I like about Muslim, I wanted to say, or Islam, is that the Muslims are really sure of their faith. They do not doubt it. Well, there's a lot of Catholic that I know where they say, well, I believe in God, but in the books I don't believe in eternal life as per se. It's just a concept, an idea that I choose to adhere to because it feels good to associate myself to this well sort of movement. But in essence, the only true religion I know, and I know, is love, and love is inclusive of all, and all the religion will have to merge back into the one, into the love, into God. And so for all religion were created to lead back to the source. I didn't mean to make too long of a personal message. I'm going to pull a few cards. The highest wisdom is the blood angel. It is transmutation of those things within our blood. For everything we feel is because it is the energy that goes through our blood. So there is a transmutation. We have to work with these angels to allow the transmutation. What we need to understand is that she offers the sacred wine, so drink it. So allow yourself to enjoy yourself, and allow yourself to partake in the pleasures of life. For it is important to of course, I present often the ego as an opposing force to the ascension to the soul. But respect your ego, love your ego. Your ego is you also. It is the lower octave of your spirit, and so do not undervalue or to be not generous in relation to yourself. For many years, I used to, in order to advance faster, I thought to put over the well-being of others in priority, or what I need to communicate or do before my own well-being, and that was a great mistake that left me a little bit dry. And so I learned, and so now I'm understanding that ascension is about the relationship that we have to ourselves, and the love that once we have unconditional love for ourselves, and conditional acceptance, and conditional surrender in relation to all aspects of our life, then we can start to begin this ascension. Until we make peace with ourselves, we accept ourselves, and we love ourselves unconditionally, it is impossible to do the ascension. For it is through that love that God can elevate us. What we need to do is the commitment. We are committed to certain paths, and so we have to stick to the program. And the general message is the cosmic heart. For the great cosmic heart will open the cosmic heart, the cosmic mind, where we're going to be, once we connect to our soul, we become integrated within this sacred creates this sacred field. The painting behind me is painting of a Stargate. May not be completely finished, but it's kind of funny. There's like kind of a sexual situation going on here in front of the Stargate, and there is the guardian of the Stargate that is watching. And here it's signed Gilles 18. It's and you say in reference to Vincent van Gogh, who signed this painting, Vincent. So it's like I'll sign it in the back, in case there is another Gilles. Yet it's very difficult for people. My paintings are very unique. They cannot be. It's not like Sisley and Pissarro. Sometimes we don't know who painted which, but there is very few people. I don't think there is anyone that paints this kind of painting, so there is no danger of mistaking me for somebody else. I want to say that what's important in the ascension is to be able to live in the present moment and to adapt to whatever life is teaching us. I wanted to say also that evil and ignorance are not part of the divine mind. They cannot be, otherwise those things would be made eternal. Although God will use ignorance for expansion. He cannot associate himself with any sort of evil or darkness. Those are just distortion of the human mind, and so temporal things that will eventually return to the light and the divine mind. I wanted to say also that for those who want to use to increase their visualization process with the sacred fire, the sacred flame, which are six-dimensional part of the six-dimensional frequency makeup. We can work with any colors: the white fire, the yellow fire, the blue fire, the pink fire, the purple fire, the silver ray, the golden ray, the platinum ray, the diamond light. There is all kinds of light, and in the sixth dimension we realize there is light within light within light. There is flame within flame within flame. But at the beginning we want to try to see what colors come to us and utilize maybe mineral, like using a pink quartz or rose quartz can help you, assist you in igniting in your mind this pink fire. So we can use minerals. They're very to canalize, to assist us in the and then to breathe in the light. Understand any light color flame will dance with the others. So we have to move from lack into abundance. It's very difficult because we have mental conditioning. Sometimes say, well, I want to do this, but I don't have the means. So this is a lack. And as we believe more of what we feel inside, then the opportunities and the resources will be coming to fulfill that process as we believe. So we have to make what we receive from inside certainty. For often we receive great inspiration through our dreams and meditation, but we put it in a pile where it's like inspiration. Or like something not to be dismissed, but not to be taken too seriously in relation to what's going on here, when actually that has to be made the number one focal point. Whatever comes from within is essential, important. Yesterday I talked about my Valley on Paradise. It is something I've been trying to talk about, but it's very difficult to find a frame in which I could explain that. For we will all return to that space where we already were created. We were created all different, in different families, different ways, but we all were created divine, equal to one. I will also go into in my next video about to a first story, a story that was revealed. Imaginary. It's part of the. It's a conceptual story. It's not a real story, but it's a conceptual story that is given to understand the origin of life itself. For there is great mysteries in relation to that. What we need to understand, the highest wisdom is Greco-Roman. What we need to understand is how to free ourselves from imprisonment and slavery. We are created free, so we have to. It's always in the mind, but no matter what the power, the external forces are trying to condition us, once we're ready to free ourselves, we see through all those things, and the light will. No darkness can ever penetrate the light. So make your light strong. The stronger your light is, call on your divine light, call on your angels, call on your guides to assist you, to reinforce your I am presence. What we need to do is the vessel. So there will be great adventures that will be coming, that are here, and the general message is figure of authority. We have to be an authority in relationship to what we know, to what we feel called to do, to be an authority. We are an authority on ourselves. Nobody else but you knows you. So know yourself, but understand God and your God and spirit guides and your soul. They know us much better than we do ourselves, because we don't have all the memory. We have forgotten a lot of things, but trust the communication, the integration. And maybe I'm going to finish with a little song. I'm going to put one more card. It's the Page of Ariel. Worthy of trust, intelligent, instructed, balanced. An excellent opportunity is offering itself to you. Study or formation. It is time to get to work, for I have a lot of work ahead of me. For now, I'm going to take care of all my personal responsibility. And so I'm going to finish with this song. It's a song about awakening. We have to awaken. It's like living in the dark is no longer acceptable. A song of Pink Floyd. It's called Hey You. Hey you, out there in the cold, getting lonely, getting old, can you feel me? Hey you, standing in the aisle with itchy feet and fading smile, can you feel me? Hey you, don't help them to carry the light. Don't give in without a fight. Hey you, Out there on your own, sitting naked by the phone, would you touch me? Hey you, with your ear against the wall, waiting for someone to call, would you touch me? Hey you, would you help me to carry the stone? Open your heart, I'm coming home. But it was only a fantasy. The wall was too high, as you can see. No matter how he tried, he could not break free, and the fog moved into his mind. Hey you, out there in the cold, always still going what you told, can you help me? Hey you, out there beyond the wall, breaking bottles in the hole, can you help me? Hey you, don't tell me there's no hope at all. Together we stand, divided we fall. Well, I hope you find this video interesting. I'm sorry I missed a couple of words. I'm a bit distracted, but we have to take life lightly, not to not have judgment on ourselves, and to appreciate the fact that we are being assisted in this process of liberation. The universe is very patient with us, so we can move into a state of gratitude for all this time that were given to us to live in ignorance, and no matter what we've done, as we forgive ourselves and forgive others, we let go. We can tune into this sphere of surrender, into this good feeling state, and see what this current of life will, this stream of good life will take us day after day. Well, I wish you a wonderful day. God bless, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.